Welcome, everyone, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
To throw, it's Coates. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for the big play. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Swings it out to the flat. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Keeps the legs moving. The expressway is wide open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back, making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Auburn!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Going up top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Looks as if he's going to run it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Nice job. Timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Auburn doing business in the red zone. Give to the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
and they're able to make the tackle.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field, this is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Tigers are flying down the field. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one. The extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. That's how you take advantage of great starting field position, moving it 27 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because
unloads it downfield. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The offense starts with a short field. The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 20, West Virginia 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Coates. He makes the connection. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed. At linebacker, he can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab well past the sticks. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He fires it out to the right. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Mountaineers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 20 in the end zone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Auburn 20, West Virginia 14.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on.
Can anyone catch him? Running inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Carl.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. Release to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Good, right down the boulevard. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Coates. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Myers on the move. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
22.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nothing but green ahead. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweight.
Afterburners coming. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Now on 1st down from the 28. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this score.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Coates. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Steps away. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. A catch in the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
A nice job finishing this 1st half, but we're not done. I'm really curious to see here, Reese. Are they going to go for it? You could tie this game up, or you could go into the half down 1. Kind of an interesting decision early for this offense.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. He wants to throw it. He makes the grab for the 2, and with that, we're all tied up as we head to the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Amatova. Strikes the blow. Touchdown, Tigers! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for them.
Fair catch, called for and made. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, probably.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense with the scoop and score. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Coates. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes his connection. And he'll be brought down.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Now adjusting. He'll get rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Lets it go. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They run the reverse. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Back to throw, it's Coates. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Auburn 51, West Virginia 30.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
At the 6-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
At the 45, on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He gets the two-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run.
Off he goes! They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Coates. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Looking to buy time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now 2nd and 10. Aerial assault continues. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia. An impressive display there. Gets him 6.
Yeah, don't worry about throwing. This guy can run, too. Such a great dual threat. And when this guy lowers his shoulders, you can see he can do whatever he wants and get in the end zone.
Wants to go up top. Into the end zone for the 2, and now it's a 12-point game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Inside the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. It's complete. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. First down for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Quickly complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. To the air, it's Coates. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going up top on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some play.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Coming after it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
In the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Scanning the field, it's Coates. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looking for a productive play on first down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.